Put to Okorocha from the news making round. We learned that he died in UK over urinary issues. How would you pay tribute to late Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State?
Tribute to a man whose antecedents are nothing to write home about. Tribute to a man who has turned his back on his brothers, Ndi Igbo. Tribute to a man who has brought in a magnificent, that is a colossal mosque, state house mosque in Imo State. What kind of tribute is that? A man that celebrated Jacob Zuma. His statute at least cost Okorocha's regime more than 1 billion naira. Tribute to him. I don't pay tribute to a man that is supposed to have at least erected that statue in favor of what? Ojukwu Ndi Igbo. Eze Ndi Igbo 1 Buruburu. That Jacob Zuma's statue is supposed to be for Ojukwu. If not Ojukwu, Sam Bakwe. There are many Igbos that would have at least represented monumentally that way. But that erection of Jacob Zuma statue, if you ask me, is an egotistic move. A move for his selfish interest or transactions he may have been having in the past with Jacob Zuma of Southern Africa. So this is a brother that is an enemy to his brothers, his kinsmen, that is Rochas Okorocha. But notwithstanding, I'm somebody that I'm somebody that, I don't wish anybody dead. If Okorocha is alive, good for him. But if he dies, what he did in the past is speaking for him. Why? You see how someone's death is generating this kind of ripple on social media. Is death a celebration, supposed to be a celebration? Is it supposed to be a thing that people should be going to drink in various beer parlor, having what? Hobnob, good time, merriment. No, death is a sad thing, needed to be what? Lamented for. Or songs of death should be singing for the past person. Death is not a good news. I don't wish him good news, but his antecedents for his Igbo people sake were too bad. He's a man that absolutely turned his back on his brother, junior brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is languishing in jail now. Okorocha has never visited one day. Okorocha has never come out and tell Buhari that enough is enough. After Buhari succeeded on annihilating almost every members of the community where Nnamdi Kanu comes from, using Nigerian military troops, soldiers, to devastate, to bring down, desecrate, and make unsanctified the palace of Mazi Igwe Kanu, Israel Kanu, the biological father of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Biafra.
Yes, that's the fact. I remember that this Okorocha we are talking about today once supported Buhari. At the end, Buhari booted him. He was not part of the government that formed Buhari's administration as at that time. Haven't they learned their lesson? We are seeing all this. We are seeing top Igbo leaders, putting their back against the Igbos, the Biafra.
Their buffoonery is getting too much. The Igbo politicians, their buffoonery is getting too much because they are all political quacks. You know what I mean? Political quacks are people that are not well educated, well intimated with game of politics, because politics in Nigeria is a game. It's a game that can favor A and disfavor B. And when you are playing such politics, you should be very, very careful with the people you are mingling with. The Igbo politicians, they are not after goods of their people, their community men or kinsmen. What they are after is their own personal interest, they themselves and their family members, sending their children, their wife into Europe, America and Asia to study over there, turning their back on the Igbo youths without bringing any employment facilities in the southeastern Nigeria. This is too selfish, ravenous, and egotistic of them. They play all these selfish politics for sake of their own. their own, excluding Igbo brothers, Igbo kinsmen, Igbo families. That's why I'm trying to tell you that there's no how Hope Uzod Emma, Rochas, Okorocha, and Ojos Okalo could get anything good from their Fulani masters. Those are their what slave masters that have been sending them on those bloody errands in the southeastern Nigeria to Tibun and Zobu, all the IPOB youths. They just send them, they use them as agents to bring Biafra down. And there's no how Hope Uzodema will succeed, or Ozakano would have succeeded, or even Rochas Okorocha would have succeeded. So that's why I'm saying that their past is always judging their present. Whatever a man doeth while alive, he reaps it when he's here or when gone. So what I'm trying to say is this. I don't wish Rochas Okorocha dead. Neither do I wish Ojus Okalo. Ojus Okalo's rumored death was 2 months ago that he died in London. All of a sudden, we saw Ojus Okalo. This time around, people are beating the drum, you know, happing it seriously that Rochas Okorocha is demised. It is not palatable to my heart. I don't wish anybody dead. But what is it that Okorocha wishes the Igbos? He doesn't want the Igbos to exist. That's why they're beating the drum of his, you know, death.
These people are going down. Supposedly, nobody prays for that because we know they are Igbos. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is still standing, you know, getting information. Look at Ifeanyi Ubah, the same thing. A lot of Igbos who worked against, you know, Igbos are not supporting them. How come Igbos love Kanu to this extent?
Kanu is somebody that is an instrument of sacrifice. You know, when I say somebody is an instrument of sacrifice, it means somebody that is working hard with pains, many losses on his side for others to be enjoying, to live, at least to, you know, live that kind of atmosphere where marginalization, oppression, and suppression has been at least telling it hard on them, especially the Igbos. We were subjected to marginalization and oppression for how many years? And then Nnamdi Kanu took it upon himself, losing his father, losing his mother, and the other benefits to Biafra agitation. That's why I said Nnamdi Kanu is an object of sacrifice. Who am I trying to refer to again as an object of what? Let me say, education or knowledge about the modern day Biafra. We are owing it to Raf Wazirike, but Raphael Wazirike did not get it the right way. Nnamdi Kanu is getting it. Actually, Raphael Wazirike gets it wrong because he was, you know, seduced into accepting bribe. The North bribed him, and they succumbed to the North.
Is there no other Igbo politician the North can use again? Because I don't think that
there are many of them.
Ojus Okalo should be scared by now.
No, Ojus Okalo is a he-goat. He's a stubborn goat. Something is telling him to stay. And that thing that is telling him to stay has something to do with demise. It is death that doesn't allow the small fly to perceive the odor of what? Shit. The odor of shit smells, but if you see flies, you always like to follow shit goes into what? Down the earth. Something applicable to the fly that follows the calves into the ground as a result of lack of perception of odor. And you see, it has made Ojus Okalo so rigid and adamant that he could not understand the body languages of the Yoruba politicians, Hausa politicians, Fulani politicians, and so on and so forth. Ojus Okalo is believing that he's the right person that they will say, let us choose him. He will be there. He will turn his back on Biafra. He will allow Igbos to go. Sorry for Ojus Okalo. Is it not lack of perception that makes the young fly enter the ground with the calves? Ojus Okalo is blindfolded as a result of what? Hypocrisy, megalomania, egoism, selfishness of all sorts. That's why he is still pushing forward for Hausa Fulani ties or political allies. I don't know what I understand. Alliance, sorry. So that's it. He's not a core Igbo man. His paternity in Ikwere is questionable. Every people, every rumor, every hand is pointing at Ojus Okalo that his father is not the one that fathered him. He has not fathered him. After all, his mother is his pure, you know, is a yellow woman. Is not looked like his father. And again, the way the father embraces Joseph Okalo's issue when trouble arises actually indicates that his father himself does not father Joseph Okalo. So that's why I'm telling you that he's not a core Igbo man. A core Igbo man often understands danger when it is ahead of time. It doesn't mean actually when the danger has come. But Igbo man, we see it ahead. That's why we are above every race in Africa. We forecast trouble. We forecast good things. We forecast when trouble is about to what? Arrives. That's what God has given to us. But then Igbo man, you see that is devoid of these attributes, Igbo attributes or quality. Oh, I tell you, his father must be from Fulani axis. He's not an Igbo man.
Thank you, Mr. Rao.
Imo State people, I'm from Imo State. But what is Okorocha did for Imo State? He didn't give us a good legacy as a leader that he needs their people. He used his hand and built his people. He used his hand and welcomed his people and used his left hand and beat their people very well. I remember when Okorocha is a governor of Imo State, they claimed to give Imo State free education. But he used the right hand and wiped them very, very well. And Imo State regretted to put Rochas as a governor of Imo State because the Fulani, the Kabas, the Fulani Igbo man, that person that ruled Imo State. Look at what is going on in Anambra State again. The people say that Biafra cannot get set. All of them, they are falling like a tree that not have a strong taproot. Look at capital oil. See what they are using his dead body to do. Okorocha fall. Also Demba, remain also Demba again. And the former Ohanese Igbo, what is his name? Emmanuel Iwanyao. See, those people supposed to be a great man for Igbo land. They are the people that are falling because they didn't meet up to our own expectation. They are just selling their people. That's the reason why many of them, we cannot mock them. We are just look at them as ordinary people on the, even ordinary people on the streets have value. Because when they have problem on the street, you will see some people who go rescue you because of the kind of person they be. But those people, they're supposed to come out federal and anywhere to defend their people. Is the people that are selling their people. It's not fair. It's not fair. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still stand gidigbam. And the whole people say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegal, it's not a good person, it's not a good. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stayed there. Still stand and stand very well. And the Biafra is following that man very well. And the people say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must die is the people that are dying now. How many of most of them, the people that find the way and put 1 naira or 2 naira or their motor or whatever to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria? All of them is falling down. All of them, none of them remain. One by one, till the last one. That last one will use your eye and see Biafra land. Then you cannot enter that promised land. Because Biafra is a promised land for Africans. Biafra is a promised land for Igbos. Is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say is a miracle that coming in Africa. And this is the truth. Watch from A to Z and say that they will not be alive, Biafra come. Now, all of them is falling one by one. Falling one by one. We will not say that that's what they are using their hand to commit. When you don't know how to dance the music of the spirit, don't try to dance it. Because a Biafra is a music of the spirit. It's only people that understand the music can dance it. If you cannot understand that music, don't put mouth, talk less to dance it. Because if you dance it, whatever, I take it like that. Look at a great man, Ukonso. When it's Ukonso, all of us still remember Ukonso till tomorrow. It's true that the guy fall in time because of who? Those people that are dying now say that Biafra cannot come. They will still mix Ukonso there and Ukonso ancestors. The ancestors of Biafra will do what? We will not allow those people to their spirit to have rest of mind because of they didn't bring a good legacy for the Igbos. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when they kill Ukonso, he said they will use people head and bury Ukonso because Ukonso is a great man. Among all those people, which one of them will say that we will use somebody's head and bury? None of them, because they are 0/1,000,000. They didn't give us what we need. Even when they have power in Nigeria, they see their people as evils. They didn't recognize their people. What they are using to use military and torment their people one by one. What is going on in Imo State is because of the illegacy they bring in Imo State. Rochas Okorocha, also Demba, former Ohanes and Igbo. But many of them, they didn't bring good thing for Imo State and good thing for Igbo land. I press my case.
Okay, thank you.